Welcome back to the channel, everybody.
Happy Vlogmas! Woo!
Happy Vlogmas. I hope you guys are enjoying Vlogmas so far and that it's everything that you want this year to be. I know last year wasn't the greatest year. It wasn't for us either. But we wanted to kind of share with you some ornaments that we got last year that we didn't get a chance to celebrate with you.
Yeah, since we didn't really celebrate the holidays last year, we figured we'd show you a couple ornaments from last year and then sort of one of our personal favorites that we have too.
So let's get lost in some ornaments?
Yeah, so let's get lost today in some ornaments.
We'll be chilling and having a good time. Doesn't matter if the snow is falling or the wind blows and the rain is pouring. It will always be Christmas in my heart. But this year I wanna hang out with my friends and family, making angels in the sand. You ready? Doesn't matter, it is Christmas in my heart. And I can promise Santa's coming to visit. No, he wouldn't miss this.
Alright, so our first ornament that we're going to talk about today is Macys.
Yeah, so I am a huge fan of the Jungle Cruise. That's not hidden at all. And last year, Hallmark came out with a Jungle Cruise Mickey ornament. And it's really cute because it is the skipper boat from the ride. It actually looks just like it. There's a little flag on top that says the Jungle Cruise. It doesn't have any of the boats like, you know, Congo Connie, or we found a new one the other day. It was like something Bertha.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was pretty cool. But yeah, it celebrates the Jungle Cruise. It's got Mickey Mouse up at the front as a skipper. And honestly, when I saw this, I just thought it was super cute and I couldn't wait to put it on my tree to celebrate my love for Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, it came out last year because of the Jungle Cruise movie, and then the Jungle Cruise movie didn't come out. But it's still an awesome ornament. It looks exactly like the Funko Pop too, if you
It does.
look at them, so.
It does. So yeah, so that's one of my favorite picks that we picked up last year. What was your favorite pick that you picked up last year?
So one of my favorite picks that I got last year is, and it's fairly simple, I'm a gamer, so I love to play video games. This is probably my first game that I can say really took my heart. It's The Legend of Zelda. It's even in like the gold case that it came in for Nintendo. So Legend of Zelda is a Nintendo game that came out a very long time ago. It's probably one of the best games that was ever made and started the whole genre of sort of open world entertainment. So to me, it touched me because this is literally my favorite game. When this came out, my sister, my older sister, was working at Blockbuster. And for you kiddies out there who don't know what Blockbuster is, basically that's where we went to rent movies and video games on the weekends.
It was Redbox, but it was Redbox you could go into.
Yeah, and you actually had people you could talk to, and they'd be like, what kind of movie you want to watch, and they would be able to navigate you to it.
Nostalgia.
Oh, the good old days.
Yeah.
But she used to help me actually work on some of the puzzles, because there's a ton of like in-world puzzles. And back in the day, we didn't have the internet. Back in the day, I love saying that. But we didn't have the internet, so it was really sort of figuring out on my own. It's one of the first games I ever beat as a child. And it's one of the first games I fell in love with. I fell in love with the Zelda franchise from the moment I played that game. So when this came out last year, it was a must-have for me because I love Zelda.
Awesome. I love that.
So, Macy, your next pick is...
All right, so this was actually both our favorites last year that we were able to pick up. It actually was quite the hot item. It sold out very quickly. I found out through Facebook that this was actually being released. It's a Hallmark ornament, and it was the Haunted Mansion hitchhiking ghost ornament.
We were actually able to get it from the Hallmark. We actually ran in there that day when it opened and picked one up.
Yeah, I looked at 5 different stores to see if this was in stock. It was definitely a labor of love, and we found it, we went in, we got it, and I was just so excited because I know there were people around the country that were having issues trying to find this. If you don't know anything about Hallmark ornaments, they come out in July and October, and this one came out in July, and it was definitely really hard to get.
Yeah, for me, why I picked the Haunted Mansion is it's actually one of my favorite rides at Disney, is the Haunted Mansion. We are super excited, and during this Vlogmas, you'll probably get to see it. We're going to go to Disneyland and ride the Haunted Mansion in Disneyland, which I've never done, but Disney World, that's my favorite ride, is the Haunted Mansion. Without a doubt, the best dark ride in my opinion ever made. It's a fantastic ride, and I love the hitchhiking ghost at the end, how you always get to take one home. Never really does anything in our house when we take them home. I'm a little disappointed in that wherever you are, but I love the hat. I love them. I love them. Next to the Hatbot Ghost. Hatbot Ghost is my favorite, if you want to ask, but the hitchhikers are definitely my second favorite ghosts that are in
And it does actually make sound. It does do the welcome foolish mortals to the haunted mansion and the doo-doo, like the really old organ, and they do light up and flash and it looks like they glow in the dark, but because of like, you know, copyright reasons, we're not going to hit on play. But if you want to see that, I'm happy to post a separate video of the sounds of these. Just leave me a comment below and I'd be happy to show you guys what sounds this ornament actually makes, because it's pretty cool.
And we're super excited this year to be able to get this on our tree. So both of us are huge Haunted Mansion fans.
Yeah, so this was definitely a huge favorite for us. And now we're gonna talk about some of our personal favorite old school ornaments. So let's start with you. What's your favorite old school ornament?
So for me, it's not actually my favorite old school ornament. My favorite old school ornament, I got it with my grandmother in 1990. It's on my parents' tree, so we don't actually, well, it's on my father's tree now. We don't actually have it. It's Santa Claus in a UFO. Yeah, I'm that weird, folks. I am that weird. That is my favorite ornament. The lights light up on the outside. That's my favorite, personal favorite ornament from my childhood.
I don't think I've seen this.
It's the first ornament I got with my grandmother a long time ago, and maybe one day I'll get it and show it, but it's definitely an old school Hallmark ornament, and some of you Hallmark folks out there probably even know it. It's one of the rare ones. But one of my favorites that we have on our tree right now, and that means a ton to me, is we have a Mickey Christmas Carol one. Now, Macey got me this probably like 2 years ago as Christmas ornament. I love the Mickey's Christmas carols. I love it at Disney World when they have those displays every year at Christmas, even though they're the same. They are fantastic. I love the story of Mickey's Christmas Carol, and the amazing thing about this ornament she got me is it actually has the story on the inside of the ornament. So it's not just that you get this cool ornament that looks like the Christmas Carol, it literally has the story on the inside that you can read too. And the Mickey's Christmas Carol is just my favorite. It's one of our must-watch movies every Christmas. I love Mickey's Christmas Carol. So this is probably one of the most amazing things, and Macey got it for me. So that makes it even more special because it came from her. So this is definitely one of my sort of on our tree must-have ornaments. So what's your must-have ornament, Macey?
My favorite must-have ornament on our tree, it kind of goes back like to when I was in high school. It is a hippopotamus wrapped in Christmas lights, and it sings "I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas," which is my all-time favorite Christmas song. Like, I will play it from sun up to sundown until somebody turns it off, and that is true. I am obsessed with this song. I will dance, I will sing, I will do whatever I need to do, and I will purposely set this ornament off several times throughout the day because I just love the song, and the fact that it's a hippo wrapped up in a bow is just perfect. So I really, really, really love this ornament. It's yeah, and they come out every year with a different version of it. There's like a hippo in some different form, and yeah, it just kind of brings back some childhood nostalgia to me. And
the only reason why we're not playing it is because even if a second of that hits our video, they will copyright claim it. That's how.
Because we did that in a previous Vlogmas video where I'll link that video somewhere up here for
previous
you guys.
Year's Vlogmas.
Yeah, for you guys to check out, where we went through all of our ornaments and I actually played all the sounds, and this little bugger
is the only one that actually got a copyright claim.
Yeah, gave us a copyright claim. And it's less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Which
it's a fun song.
Yeah.
It's definitely old school.
So yeah, so that is my must-have on the Christmas tree. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little walk down memory lane with us as we talk about some of the ornaments we've picked up over the last few years. And this year, we're gonna take you guys with us.
Yeah, this year we'll take you to Hallmark and while we pick out a couple ornaments. So definitely be on the lookout for that in our Vlogmas series.
Yeah, it's a tradition of ours to go pick out some Hallmark ornaments. It's just kind of our thing. We do pick up ornaments sometimes from other places, but Hallmark seems to be where we gravitate towards. So yeah, so that's gonna do it for today's Vlogmas.
So thank you all again for joining us on this journey through our ornaments and getting lost with us today. Stay tuned as Vlogmas continues. We'll be posting something every day, and come get lost with us again as we journey towards the holidays.
Yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Wanna hang out with my friends.